Now, when I address the press from the White House podium, the only thing that stands between me and getting our message out to the American public is whether the people sitting in those chairs and the folks watching at home feel like they can trust me, feel like the information that I am providing is worthy for them, and that they can trust, obviously, that information.
Will you testify?
This administration's commitment to stupid is impressive. But you don't have to be an ethicist or a professor of moral philosophy to know that being incompetent, being a meathead is one thing. Telling a bald-faced lie is quite another. Now, last week, President Biden, who has dissolved the southern border, held a press conference with great fanfare. And he looked the American people in the eye and he said, "I have been born again. I am now serious as 4 heart attacks and a stroke about securing the southern border. In fact, I'm going to issue an executive order that is going to limit the number of people that can come into our country each day through refugee status, 2,500 rather. All others will be turned back." But today, we find out that President Biden has issued a memo quietly to the California region saying that his executive order is only going to apply to 6 countries, just 6 in the Eastern Hemisphere. Right. There are over 100 countries in the Eastern Hemisphere. His executive order is not going to apply to China. It's not going to apply to Iran, for example. One or two things are going on. Either President Biden is a woke ideologue who believes in open borders, or he is a skilled liar. And I think the American people know which is which.
6.5 million migrants have been apprehended along the southern border. It would be very hard to call that a success.
Our model worked. We drove the numbers down.
What reality he is living in, Senator?
I have no idea, but I know this. The late George Burns once said that sincerity is everything. Fake that and you've got it made. What we heard from President Biden last week was fake sincerity. He has no intention, none, zero, nada, zilch, of closing this border. The only place that the American people are going to find border security is in the voting booth.